Imagine going to the grocery store when you're just starving.
Oh, that's the absolute worst time to go.
Right. You are tired, you're hungry, and honestly, maybe a little angry too.
Basically hangry.
Yeah, exactly, hangry.
Yeah.
And you know exactly what happens. You grab a shopping cart, and instead of heading to the produce section, like you promised yourself,
You go straight to the snacks.
straight down the snack aisle, you just start throwing chips, cookies, maybe a giant tub of ice cream right into the cart.
I mean, we've all been there.
Oh, for sure. But the thing is, you aren't buying that junk food because you actually need it. You're buying it to feed a completely different kind of emotional hunger.
Right.
You're just trying to fill a void. Well, this week, the stars are setting a trap to make you do exactly that.
Yeah, they really are.
But instead of snacks, it's with your bank account
Yeah.
and your closest relationships.
Which is much more expensive than ice cream.
Exactly. Welcome back to Horoscope TV. I am so glad you're hanging out with us today.
It's always a good time sitting down and, just looking at what the sky is doing.
Yeah.
And I have to say, looking at the astrological data for our listeners this week, it paints quite a picture.
It really does. So our mission for today's show is to closely look at and analyze the astrological data.
Right. The planet locations, the angles they make.
The moon phases, all of that. And we are doing this specifically for you, our lovely Libra listener.
Yes, specifically for Libra.
Right. For the week of March 16 to March 22, 2026.
And, we're going to break it all down in a way that actually makes sense for your real life.
Yes, that is a promise. Because I know astrology can sometimes feel like this secret club
Oh, definitely.
where everyone is just using big, confusing words and throwing around ancient Greek names.
Right, and nobody knows what anyone is actually saying.
Exactly. We are not doing that today. No big words, no confusing jargon.
Just a clear, friendly chat.
Yeah, a chat about what this data means for your everyday life. We're talking about your job, your wallet, your health, and of course, your love life.
The goal here is to translate the movements of the planets into, practical information you can actually use when you wake up in the morning.
That's the perfect way to put it. And I want to speak directly to you right now, the Libra listening to this.
Mm-hmm.
If you have been feeling stuck lately, or, if you feel like you've been waiting around for answers that just won't come.
Or just feeling heavy.
Right, heavy and weighed down by everything going on around you. Well, I have really good news. This is the week the clouds finally part.
They absolutely do.
The sun is coming out for you. You're going to feel a massive shift in your energy.
It's a very noticeable shift in the data, actually. I mean, we go from this feeling of heavy fog and confusion at the start of the week
Yeah?
to this incredibly bright, fast-paced action by the weekend.
Wow.
So the best way to describe the overall tone of this week is that it's shaping up to be beautifully balanced and very healthy for you.
That sounds amazing.
But getting to that balance requires a little bit of work first.
Right, because we don't just magically wake up perfectly balanced.
Oh, definitely.
There's a journey to get there.
Exactly. So to understand how this beautifully balanced week unfolds, we really have to start by looking at Monday.
Okay, Monday, March 16th.
Right. Because the week kicks off with some serious mental house cleaning.
Mental house cleaning. I love that phrase.
It's accurate.
It really implies that there's a lot of dust and clutter up there that needs to be swept out.
There is.
So let's get into it. What is actually happening in the sky on Monday the 16th to cause this need for a sweep?
Well, two major things happen on the 16th. First, the moon enters the sign of Pisces.
Okay.
Now, for you, Libra, this movement highlights your daily routine sector and your personal health hopes.
Interesting.
And at the very same time, the planet Mercury is forming what we call a square to Lilith.
Okay, so Moon in Pisces and Mercury squaring Lilith. We promised no confusing words, so let's break both of those down. Let's start with the Moon.
Sounds good.
You mentioned it highlights daily routine and health. What does that actually mean for the listener on a Tuesday morning when they're just trying to figure out their day?
Well, think about what the moon does. It controls the tides of the ocean, right?
Yeah, it pulls the water.
Exactly. It's a pulling force. So in astrology, the moon represents our emotional needs and our inner mood.
Makes sense.
When it enters Pisces, which is a water sign, very gentle, very dreamy, in this specific area of your chart, it creates a strong emotional need for quiet reflection.
Quiet reflection about what?
regarding your physical and mental well-being.
Oh, I see. So it's pulling their focus inward toward how their body and mind are actually feeling.
Yes. You'll benefit greatly from quiet time focused on supportive personal wellness goals.
Okay.
Pisces brings a watery, emotional, gentle energy. So your health routine on Monday should be about gentle care.
Right. So no crazy boot camps.
Exactly. This is not the day to sign up for a grueling, screaming boot camp or to start some loud, high-intensity social fitness class.
So if a Libra listener usually goes to like a crowded gym on Monday nights with loud music bumping,
Yeah.
they might just find themselves sitting in the parking lot feeling totally exhausted just looking at the building.
Precisely. The data shows your body is asking for softness.
Softness. I like that.
It's asking for a slow walk or maybe just some stretching in your living room. It's about nurturing yourself rather than punishing yourself with a hard workout.
That totally makes sense.
Eso.
Listen to the body. Okay, now let's talk about the other thing happening on the 16th, because I feel like this is where the drama really comes in.
Oh, definitely.
Mercury squaring Lilith. You said this impacts love and money.
Yeah.
So let's analyze this. What is Mercury and what is Lilith?
So Mercury is the planet of communication.
Right.
It rules how we talk, how we think, how we text, how we process information. It's the messenger.
The messenger, got it.
Lilith, on the other hand, represents our shadows.
Shadows, ooh.
Yeah. It represents our hidden desires, the raw parts of ourselves, the things we might be a little afraid to admit we want.
Like the stuff we just hide in the closet when guests come over?
Exactly. The messy human stuff.
Okay.
Now, in astrology, when two things form a square, it means they are sitting at a 90-degree angle from each other in the sky.
Right.
Think of a square like two cars arriving at a four-way stop at the exact same time.
No, I hate when that happens.
Right. They both want to go forward, but their paths are blocking each other. It creates friction. It creates a point of tension.
Okay, so we have the messenger, Mercury, getting blocked by the hidden desires, Lilith.
Yes. And this specific data requires you to communicate your deepest hidden desires to your romantic partner with honest clarity.
Oh, wow.
The tension of the square forces the issue to the surface. You can no longer hide what you want.
Wait, hold on. Let me push back on this a little bit.
Go ahead.
You are telling a Libra, the sign represented by the scales, the sign that hates conflict more than anything in the world.
The ultimate people pleaser.
Yes, the ultimate people pleaser. You're telling them to just walk up to their partner and dump all their deepest, darkest, hidden desires right on the table.
That's what the data says.
That sounds like a recipe for a massive panic attack, not healing.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes against their natural instinct to just smile, nod, and keep the peace.
You've hit the nail on the head. That is exactly why it's a square.
Because it's hard.
Because it's a challenge. It is uncomfortable. It forces action that you normally would completely avoid.
Right.
The universe is saying, I know you want to keep the peace, Libra, but the current peace is fake.
Oh, wow. Fake peace.
Yeah. It's built on things you aren't saying.
So keeping the peace is actually just lying to yourself.
And lying to your partner.
That is heavy.
It is. And here is where we see the ripple effect into your money and finances.
Okay, yes, let's talk about the money.
This exact same transit serves as a warning to avoid making impulsive purchases based on hidden fears.
Wait, what is the connection between hiding your feelings from your partner and spending money? Like, how do we jump from relationship secrets straight to the bank account?
It's a classic psychological defense mechanism that the astrological data points out so clearly here.
Okay.
When we don't speak our truth, we build up nervous energy in the body. We feel unheard. We feel a little insecure or maybe just afraid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That tension has to go somewhere. And what is a very common way to soothe that nervous energy quickly in our modern world?
Retail therapy.
Exactly.
Buying stuff. Oh, that is where my grocery store analogy from the beginning comes in.
It's the perfect analogy. When you are starving and angry at the grocery store, you buy junk food to soothe the feeling.
Right.
The stars are warning you that if you avoid having that honest conversation with your partner about what you truly desire, you are very likely to just open up an app on your phone.
And impulse buy something expensive.
Exactly, just to make yourself feel a temporary burst of control.
Buy the emotional equivalent of junk food.
Yes.
You buy a sweater you don't need, or like some expensive gadget, just to feel a little thrill.
Just a quick hit of dopamine.
But just like the junk food gives you a quick sugar rush followed by a crash, the impulsive purchase will give you a quick thrill, but then you will feel the financial regret later. And the worst part, your core relationship issue is still completely unresolved.
You nailed it. You spent the money, but Lilith is still sitting there in the dark just waiting for you to speak up.
Wow.
The nervous energy will just come back.
So if the listener is feeling this incredible tension on Monday, is it okay for them to be a little selfish?
Selfish how?
Like, should they just march up to their partner and demand what they want today? Because you also said the moon in Pisces wants gentle energy. How do they balance demanding their hidden desires with being gentle?
Right, that is the ultimate Libra balancing act for the day. You must be honest, but you do not have to be cruel.
Okay. Honesty without cruelty.
The key is honesty, not aggression. Mercury is about clear communication, not yelling. You can state your needs firmly but softly.
Okay, but how does the listener even figure out what those hidden desires actually are before they speak to their partner?
That's a great point.
Because, let's be real, sometimes you don't even know why you're in a bad mood until you calm down. You just feel agitated.
And that brings us right back to the moon in Pisces. Remember the recommendation for quiet time?
Oh, right. The gentle care.
Yes. You need to use that gentle Pisces energy to figure out what is actually bothering you before you talk to your partner.
So what does that look like practically for the listener?
It looks like taking a very long walk alone, leaving your phone at home,
Oh, a long walk alone without a screen in your face is perfect.
or sitting in a quiet room with a cup of tea and a notebook.
Just unplugging.
Exactly. Let the fog clear in your own mind first. You have to ask yourself the hard questions.
Like what?
Like, what am I actually craving right now from my partner? Do I need more affection? Do I need them to help around the house more?
Right. Do I need more alone time?
Am I worried about our future together? You have to figure out the truth in the quiet.
Let the mud settle in the glass of water so you can finally see clearly.
Exactly.
And then once you figure it out, you go to your partner and you just say it. You do not log on to a shopping website.
No shopping
You
lists.
have to log in to your relationship.
You clear the air. You do the mental house cleaning.
Okay, I love the setup. Monday is hard work. It requires bravery. But what is the payoff?
Oh, it's huge.
If they do this, if they have the tough conversation and they stop themselves from buying unnecessary things, what does the rest of the week actually look like?
The payoff is massive because once you clear the air and get honest on the 16th, it opens the door for a flood of joy just 2 days later.
A flood of joy.
The heavy energy lifts and the universe rewards the honesty.
I am so ready for the joy. The fog is cleared. The truth is spoken. Let's move forward to Wednesday, March 18. What do the stars show us for the middle of the week?
March 18th is a blockbuster day for you, Libra.
Blockbuster
It
day.
is honestly one of the highlights of the month. We're looking at two major, highly positive connections in the sky.
Okay, what are they?
First, Venus squares Jupiter. Second, the Sun makes a connection called a sextile to Uranus.
Okay, Venus and Jupiter, Sun and Uranus. Let's take these one at a time because there is a lot of planetary action happening here.
There really is.
Venus is Libra's ruling planet, right? So this is a big deal for them.
Yes. Venus rules your sign, which means anytime Venus is involved in a major movement, you feel it very deeply in your bones.
Right.
Venus is the planet of love, beauty, values, and attraction. And Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance.
Okay.
Jupiter makes everything it touches bigger.
Okay, wait. I am looking at my notes here.
Yeah,
You just said Venus squares Jupiter.
I did.
But a few minutes ago, we talked about Mercury squaring Lilith, and you said a square is a point of tension. It's friction. It's two cars meeting at a stop sign.
Exactly.
So if a square is a challenging angle, how can Venus squaring Jupiter bring joy? How can a hard angle to a lucky planet be a good thing?
That is a brilliant question. It all depends on the nature of the planets involved. When you have tension between communication and hidden fears, like Mercury and Lilith, the friction is uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
But Jupiter is the planet of good fortune. Venus is the planet of love. So when these two planets clash, the friction they create is actually an explosion of abundance.
Oh, I see. It's like shaking up a bottle of champagne.
Yes.
The pressure is building, the friction is there, but when the cork finally pops, it's a celebration.
That is exactly it. It's almost too much of a good thing bursting out. This energy brings total happiness and massive abundance to your partnership life.
Wow.
Your heart will just expand. The data shows that this expansive energy will make you want to spoil your sweet partner with beautiful gifts and grand affection.
Okay, I have to stop you again.
What's up?
On Monday, we told the listener, do not buy things. Avoid impulsive purchases. Guard your wallet.
Right.
Now on Wednesday, the stars are saying, buy beautiful gifts. Spoil your partner. Is the sky trying to confuse them?
I know it sounds totally contradictory, but the difference is the emotional motivation behind the purchase.
Okay, unpack that.
On Monday, the urge to buy was driven by fear and hidden desires. You were buying to cover up a problem. You were buying from a place of lack.
Right, the angry grocery shops.
Exactly. On Wednesday, the urge to give a gift is driven by pure joy, love, and a desire to share your abundance.
Okay, so buying from a place of fullness.
Yes, it is a very healthy and positive expression of Venus energy.
That makes a lot of sense. Buying out of fear versus buying out of love. And you also mentioned something about a financial bonus in the outline.
I did. Because Venus rules both love and money, it rules what we value, and Jupiter is the great expander, you might actually receive a massive, unexpected financial bonus on this day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Or perhaps a wonderful, valuable gift yourself. Jupiter loves to drop presents in your lap when it connects with Venus.
Unexpected money is honestly the best kind of money. But we still have another connection happening on the 18th.
Right, the Sun sextile Uranus.
Yes. Let's analyze this one. What does this mean for their work and health?
The Sun represents your core vitality. It's your identity, your ego, your life force.
Okay.
Uranus is the planet of sudden changes, brilliant flashes of insight, and electricity. It's kind of the weirdo of the zodiac. It literally spins on its side.
I did know that.
Yeah. And a sextile is an angle of 60 degrees. Unlike a square, which is friction, a sextile is a stepping stone.
A stepping stone.
It's an opportunity that you have to reach out and actually grab.
This is a helpful cooperative angle between your life force and the planet of sudden electricity.
Yes. In your work sector, this brings sudden, brilliant ideas to impress your strict bosses. The inspiration will just seem to strike you right out of the blue.
Like a lightning bolt.
Exactly. And in your health sector, it brings sudden inspiration to change your daily exercise routine for the better.
What is really fascinating to me here is the combination of all these things.
It's a lot.
You are getting sudden career luck with the boss, sudden inspiration for your health, and massive romantic joy, plus financial bonuses all on the exact same day. How often does that happen?
It is extremely rare. Usually, a person might have a great day at work, but a quiet day at home.
Right.
Or a wonderful romantic day, but a super stressful work day where the boss is just yelling at them.
Yeah, totally.
To have both sudden career luck alongside massive romantic joy on the very same day is basically like hitting the jackpot. Planets are firing on all cylinders.
It sounds almost too good, and I want to make sure the listener handles it right, because I have an analogy for this day.
Let's hear it.
Having Venus square Jupiter feels to me like sitting down and eating an entire delicious cake by yourself.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. It tastes incredible. You are so happy, but it's a lot of richness all at once.
Yes.
You might get a stomachache if you're not careful.
Since the urge to buy beautiful gifts for their partner is so strong right now, how does the listener balance spoiling their partner without accidentally blowing that entire unexpected financial bonus they just got from work?
That is the real danger of a Jupiter square. Jupiter wants more, more, more.
Right.
It has no boundaries.
It expands whatever it touches. So while your heart is expanding, your spending can also expand right out of control if you are not careful. You can get totally swept up in the champagne bubbles.
Right. You get a bonus check for $500, and you are so happy you immediately go to the store and spend $600 on a fancy watch for your partner,
And now you are in debt.
even though you just got paid.
Exactly. The key is to channel the generosity without losing your common sense. You can spoil your partner beautifully without draining your bank account.
How so?
The energy is about the feeling of abundance, not necessarily the dollar amount on the receipt.
Give me some practical examples how to do that.
Well, you could cook a lavish, beautiful meal at home using nice ingredients rather than spending hundreds at a restaurant.
Oh, it's sweet.
Or buy one single high-quality flower instead of a massive, overpriced bouquet.
Right.
Give them a really thoughtful, handwritten letter expressing how much you appreciate them, especially since you cleared the air on Monday.
I love that.
And most importantly, enjoy the financial bonus by saving a portion of it immediately before you even look at gift ideas.
That is such good advice. Transfer half the bonus into savings the second it hits your account, and use the other half to celebrate. Protect your future self while enjoying the present moment.
Exactly.
And what about work? Give us an example of what a sudden, brilliant idea at work might look like when the Sun and Uranus link up.
Because Uranus is weird, right? So the idea should be a little out of the box.
Uranus is very innovative and forward-thinking. It rules technology and the future. So a brilliant idea today is not going to be doing the same old thing just a little bit faster.
It's going to be different.
It is going to be a totally new approach.
Yeah.
Maybe it's suggesting a new software tool to your boss that automates a boring task and saves the company money.
Nice.
Maybe it's a new way to organize a team project that completely flips the usual script. It's an idea that seems to come out of nowhere, but it fixes a stubborn problem.
So if the listener gets one of those weird light bulb ideas on Wednesday, they shouldn't keep it to themselves. No, absolutely not.
Even if they feel shy about it, they need to speak up in the meeting.
Yes. Uranus favors the bold. Share the idea. Your boss is ready to hear it.
Wednesday sounds like an absolute roller coaster of good things. So much happy energy, so many sudden flashes of insight. It sounds exhausting in the best way possible.
It is a lot of energy to process, and the universe recognizes that.
Thank goodness.
Because the 18th is so full of wild, happy energy and sudden changes, the sky actually slows down the next day. It gives you a moment to catch your breath and plan your next steps.
Oh, phew. Even good roller coasters can make you dizzy. Let's talk about Thursday, March 19. The outline from the stars notes this as one of your best dates of the entire week. What is happening in the sky to make it a best date?
On March 19, we have the new moon in Pisces.
Another Pisces event. Monday was the moon entering Pisces. Now it's the new moon in Pisces.
Yes, the moon has moved through the sign and is now aligning with the sun, and a new moon is always a powerful time for fresh starts.
Why is that?
Astronomically, a new moon happens when the moon is directly between the Earth and the sun, so the side of the moon facing us is in shadow. The sky is dark.
Right, you look up at night, you just can't see the moon at all.
Exactly. And symbolically, that dark sky represents fertile soil. It's a time of planting.
Planting seeds.
Yes, the astrological data shows this is the perfect time to plant seeds for your daily wellness. It's the perfect day to make a new wish for your romantic future.
Oh, nice.
You should also use this day to network to expand your career goals and set brand new goals for your long-term professional income.
Wow. Wellness, romance, career, and income. That is a lot of seeds to plant in one single day.
It is.
Let's talk about health first. How should they focus on their health during this new moon? Are we talking about meal prep or joining a gym?
Neither. The data is very specific here. Because it is in Pisces, a water sign that rules the unseen and the spiritual, your focus should be entirely on healing your spirit through gentle meditation.
So we are not talking about physical health like lifting weights. We're talking about soul health.
Yes. Let's analyze what a new moon in Pisces actually means for the listener.
Please do.
Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It's the end of the wheel. So a new moon here is a very quiet, safe energy. It is about dreaming big, but starting small.
Dreaming big, starting small.
It's a day for writing lists and making plans. It is not a day for taking giant leaps yet. The energy is highly internal. You are quietly designing the blueprint for the future.
It feels like getting a brand new, beautifully bound, blank notebook.
That's a great image.
You open it up, the pages are crisp, and you can write whatever future you want. But I have to ask, with so many areas to focus on, love, money, work, health, how do you not get totally overwhelmed?
It can be a lot.
I know if I sit down and try to plan my entire life out on a Thursday night, I'm going to end up staring at the wall in a total panic. Where should the listener start writing first?
That's a very valid concern. The stars say you can set goals in all these areas, but you do not have to tackle them all at once.
Okay, good.
You don't have to sit down and write a 10-page business plan for your life.
Because that sounds like work, not healing.
Picture the perfect March 19 evening for a Libra. You come home from work. You do not turn on the television.
Okay.
You do not immediately start scrolling on your phone. You create a quiet space. Maybe you light a candle or play some soft music. You sit quietly and just let the noise of the day fade away.
That sounds like a huge relief after the wild energy of Wednesday.
It is. And then you just start thinking. Think about what you want your career to look like a year from now. Do not worry about how you will get there.
The how doesn't matter right now.
Exactly. Just focus on the what. Then think about your love life. What does true happiness look like to you? What kind of feeling do you want to have when you wake up next to someone?
That's beautiful.
Just write down your wishes. Keep it simple. By organizing your thoughts quietly, you avoid the feeling of being overwhelmed.
It's like making a grocery list before you go to the store. So you don't just wander the aisles feeling confused.
Right.
You are making a list for the universe. You're saying, here is what I am shopping for this year.
Precisely. You are putting in your order. And making those quiet plans is crucial right now because the universe is about to hit the accelerator.
Oh boy.
The very next day, the energy shifts from quiet planning to loud, fast action.
Fasten your seatbelts, Libra. We are moving to Friday, March 20. And this is another one of your best dates. What is causing this huge shift in speed? We go from meditating in a dark room on Thursday to racing down the highway on Friday.
We have two massive astrological events on March 20. The sun enters the sign of Aries, and the planet Mercury finally goes direct.
The green light and the Aries fire. I love the sound of this. Let's talk about Mercury going direct first. It has been retrograde, right?
Yes, it has.
We all hear about Mercury retrograde. People blame it for everything. Broken laptops, delayed flights, exes texting you. But what does it actually mean when it goes direct?
Well, let's look at the astronomy of it first. A retrograde is an optical illusion.
An illusion.
Yes. Mercury moves around the sun faster than Earth does. A few times a year, it speeds past us. When it does, from our viewpoint on Earth, it looks like Mercury is moving backward in the sky.
Oh, that makes sense.
Think of it like you are driving fast on the highway and you pass a slower car. For a second, looking out your window, the slower car looks like it's moving backward.
Even though it's still driving forward.
Exactly. But in astrology, that optical illusion of moving backward causes energy to stall out. Communication gets crossed, things get delayed. But on Friday, Mercury finishes that illusion and appears to move straight forward again. It goes direct.
So the optical illusion ends and clarity returns. What does that do for the listener in their daily life?
It's like a massive weight being lifted. When Mercury goes direct, it clears up any work misunderstandings you've been dealing with for the past few weeks.
That's a relief.
If emails have been lost or bosses have been confusing, that stops. It ensures that you and your romantic partner finally understand each other perfectly without any frustrating delays.
So if you had that tough conversation on Monday about your hidden desires, and maybe had been a little tense or confusing since then as you tried to figure it out,
Right.
Friday's when it all clicks and makes sense.
Yep.
Both sides finally hear each other.
Yes. The communication becomes crystal clear. The fog is gone. Furthermore, this forward motion relieves severe mental stress. You've been carrying mental tension, and when it lifts, it actually brings physical wellness.
Wow.
Your body literally feels lighter when your mind stops worrying.
The mind-body connection. When you stop clenching your jaw over an argument, your whole body relaxes.
Exactly. And practically speaking, Mercury Direct allows you to sign professional contracts with confidence. It also ensures that any delayed checks or payments you've been waiting for will finally clear the bank.
Delayed checks clearing. Everyone loves to hear that. The money is finally moving. So Mercury Direct fixes all the communication and paper-pushing delays. Now, what about the sun entering Aries? How does that mix with the Libra energy?
This is where things get really dynamic. Aries is exactly opposite Libra on the zodiac wheel.
Oh, opposites.
Yes. Aries is fire, Libra is air. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, focused on the self, action, and speed. Libra is the middle sign, focused on partnerships, balance, and harmony.
So it's the classic me versus we dynamic.
Yes. When the sun enters Aries, it lights up your partnership sector, but with a fiery, fun energy. You will strongly seek out fun, intimate, highly social dates with your partner.
No more quiet meditation nights with candles. It is time to go out to a loud restaurant and have a great time.
Exactly. You want to be seen, you want to socialize, and you really need to socialize to restore your natural energy. At work, you will be able to focus on completing group tasks happily with your team.
Awesome.
Your energy will be contagious, and importantly, with the sun in this fiery, instinctual position, your intuition regarding money will be absolutely perfect.
Okay, hold on. I need to ask a practical question here.
Go ahead.
If their money intuition is totally perfect today, should they trust their gut on a big financial choice right on the spot? Let's say they're out socializing on Friday night and a friend pitches them an investment, or they walk past a store and see an expensive piece of furniture they want. Do they just say yes immediately because their gut says so?
While your intuition is sharp and Mercury is direct, so contracts are safe to sign, you have to remember the nature of Aries.
Right.
Aries energy can make you act a bit too fast. Aries is an infant. It wants what it wants right now. My advice, based on the data, is to trust your gut, but still read the fine print.
Trust, but verify.
Yes. Your initial feeling of this is a good deal is likely correct, but you still need to use your logical Libra brain to ensure the details are sound before you hand over the cash. Do not bypass the thinking process just because the feeling is strong.
That makes total sense. I have an analogy for this entire day, March 20.
Let's hear it.
It feels to me like being stuck in a terrible traffic jam for weeks. You know that feeling where you're just inching along, staring at the bumper in front of you, frustrated, you can't communicate with anyone, you are running late?
The worst.
That is the retrograde and the heavy fog.
Hmm.
And then suddenly, you crest a hill, the accident is cleared, the road is completely empty, the sun comes out, and you can press the gas pedal and drive as fast as you want to your destination.
That perfectly captures the feeling of Mercury turning direct while the sun enters Aries. Mercury removes the roadblocks and the traffic. The sun in Aries acts as the powerful engine pushing your car forward.
It must feel so physically relieving. Just imagine how great it will feel when you log into your banking app and see that a delayed invoice has finally been paid. Or the relief of sitting across from your partner and finally understanding exactly what they mean after weeks of confusing, circles going nowhere arguments. It's a day of fresh air.
It is a day of profound relief and positive momentum, and all of this forward momentum and social energy builds up to a grand finale at the end of the week.
A grand finale.
Yes, bringing you the luckiest day for your career.
I love a strong finish. Let's jump to Sunday, March 22. The outline calls this the big payoff. What are the stars doing for the grand finale?
On March 22, the planet Mars forms a trine to Jupiter.
A trine. We talked about a square being a point of friction and a sextile being a stepping stone. Remind us what a trine means in astrology.
A trine is the most harmonious, flowing angle two planets can make.
Flowing, okay.
They are sitting 120 degrees apart, which places them in signs of the same element. Because they share an element, they understand each other perfectly.
That's nice.
They are working together smoothly, supporting each other without any friction. Think of a trine like riding a bicycle downhill with the wind at your back. It takes almost no effort to move fast.
So we have an effortless flow of energy between Mars and Jupiter. What do those planets bring to the table?
Mars is the planet of drive, action, ambition, and physical energy. It is the warrior planet.
Warrior.
And we already know Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance, and expansion. It is the king planet.
So the warrior is teaming up with the king.
Yes, it's like the warrior doing a great deed and the king rewarding him with a chest of gold. When Mars trines Jupiter in your chart this week, it brings massive career luck and a fantastic, secure financial expansion.
Massive career luck on a Sunday. How does that work if most people aren't even at the office?
The energy peaks in the sky on Sunday, but it sets the stage for the entire upcoming work week. The energy spills over.
Oh, I see.
Or you might get an important email over the weekend or have a sudden realization while you are resting that leads to a massive career move on Monday morning. The luck is locked in on Sunday.
Let's connect this to the bigger picture of the week. Earlier, on Thursday the 19th, you had the listener sitting in a quiet room, dreaming big, and making lists during the new moon.
Yes.
Now, just 3 days later, Mars and Jupiter are bringing massive career luck. Is there a connection there?
Absolutely. The universe is delivering on those goals you wrote down. During the new moon, you planted the seed in the dark.
Right.
On Sunday, Mars gives you the bold drive to water that seed, and Jupiter gives you the bright luck to make it grow fast. The quiet planning from Thursday turns into secure financial expansion on Sunday.
That is beautiful. It's cause and effect. Now, along with this big planetary news, the data also gave us some really specific luck details for the week. Let's look at those.
Yes, let's.
The lucky numbers are 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, and 57. And the lucky color of the week is pink.
Yes. Let's look at the number 7 first. Throughout history and across many cultures, the number 7 carries a highly spiritual and analytical vibration.
Okay.
There are 7 days in a week, 7 visible planets in ancient astrology. It is a number of completeness. For a Libra, using the number 7 supports your need to balance your thoughts this week.
I love how the numbers follow that pattern. 7, 17, 27. It's like hitting lucky number 7 on a game over and over again. And what about the color pink? I have to assume pink is tied to all that sweet, romantic Venus energy we talked about earlier, right? Since Venus rules Libra.
You are right on the money. Pink is the color of affection, harmony, and approachable love. Think about color psychology. Red is the color of Mars aggression, heat, fire.
Right.
White is purity. When you mix them, you get pink. It softens the hard edges. With so much fiery Aries energy and assertive Mars energy at the end of the week, wearing pink or surrounding yourself with pink helps maintain your natural Libra balance.
That is so interesting.
It keeps you approachable even when you are feeling ambitious.
It's like putting a velvet glove over an iron fist. You are still strong and driven, but you look soft and kind. How can the listener practically use these lucky details in their week?
You can harness that good energy by incorporating it into your daily choices. Perhaps you schedule an important meeting or send a crucial email on the 17th. Or if you have a fun date this week, especially on the 20th when the sun enters Aries and you want to socialize, you choose to wear a pink shirt or a pink accessory. It acts as a physical reminder of the harmony and luck available to you.
Ooh, I like that.
Even something as simple as setting your phone background to a peaceful pink image can keep your mind balanced when you look at it.
I'm definitely wearing pink this week. It just feels right. Okay, so we know exactly what the stars are doing. We know what days are lucky. We know about the new moon, the communication shifts, and the money.
We covered a lot.
But Libra doesn't live in a vacuum. Libras are highly social people. They care deeply about their relationships. So how will the actual people in your life react to you during this wild week?
That is the most crucial part of applying this astrological data, because the people around you are also experiencing these same planetary shifts, but their personal charts react differently than yours.
Right. Everyone's chart is different.
The same rainstorm that waters a garden can flood a basement. It depends on where you are standing. It's time to talk about who will cheer you on and who might drag you down this week.
Oh, the drama. I love this part. Segment 6, who to hug and who to hide from. Let's get into it. Who is the absolute best match for Libra this week? Who should they be spending all their time with?
Your best match for this highly wonderful week is definitely Aquarius.
An Aquarius. Okay, analyze this for us. What makes Aquarius the perfect partner in crime right now?
Aquarius is an air sign, just like you, Libra. Because you share that same element, you share the exact same social and intellectual approach to daily life. You both process the world through thoughts, communication, and ideas.
Got it.
When the sun enters that fiery, fast-paced sign of Aries on March 20, Aquarius will be the perfect supportive partner to help you enjoy the fun things.
So when the Libra wants to go out and socialize on Friday, the Aquarius is the one saying, yes, let's go. I already called the restaurant.
Exactly. Furthermore, you both thrive on the expansive energy of that Mars and Jupiter trine on March 22. It makes your shared intellectual goals very successful.
That's great.
Aquarius understands your deep need for mental stimulation. They don't just want to sit around and talk about the weather. They want to talk about ideas, the future, and big concepts. And they know exactly how to provide the loyal affection you crave right now without smothering you.
It sounds like an unstoppable, joyful team. I think of an Aquarius this week as the perfect co-pilot on a road trip.
Oh, co-pilot.
Yeah, you are driving the car, remember the traffic jam cleared up, and you are speeding down the highway on Friday. And Aquarius is the friend in the passenger seat. They are handing you the snacks, turning up the radio, navigating perfectly, and keeping the conversation fascinating the entire time.
That is a flawless analogy. They enhance your journey without trying to grab the steering wheel. They match your speed and your joy.
Okay, so we love Aquarius this week. Find your Aquarius friends, hug them, plan a fun intellectual date with them. But every road trip has that one person who ruins the vibe. Who is the worst match for Libra this week? Who do they need to hide from?
You will likely find it impossible to find any common ground with Taurus during this fast-paced week.
Taurus, the bull.
Yeah.
Why is Taurus so difficult for Libra right now? Do they not share a ruling planet? I thought Venus ruled both Libra and Taurus. Couldn't they get along?
They do both share Venus as a ruling planet, which usually gives them a shared appreciation for beauty, art, and comfort. However, they express that Venus energy completely differently.
House.
Libra is an air sign, fast, social, and focused on relationships. Taurus is an earth sign, slow, grounded, and focused on the physical, material world.
So the pacing is totally off.
The pacing is entirely disruptive this week. Remember, this week features very fast, fiery Aries energy and expansive, sudden Uranus energy.
Right.
Air signs like Libra and Aquarius love this fast pace. The wind feeds the fire, it excites you, but it deeply upsets earth signs like Taurus.
Oh, I see.
Taurus hates sudden changes. They hate fast paces. They want to plant their feet in the mud and not move.
How does that actually play out between them in real life? Say a Libra and a Taurus are living together this week.
When the sun enters Aries on March 20, you desire social, fun activities. You want to be out in the world feeling the breeze. But Taurus wants to loudly rest and tackle their boring, quiet goals.
Loudly rest.
Yes. Their stubborn energy will frustrate your need for social freedom.
Loudly rest. That is such a great description. They want to aggressively stay on the couch and watch a 10-hour documentary, and they want you to stay on the couch with them.
Yes. And it gets worse regarding the Venus and Jupiter transit on the 18th. The intense energy of Venus squaring Jupiter will trigger massive arguments between you two.
Why?
Because you will be acting playfully, wanting to celebrate, wanting to buy gifts and expand, while Taurus demands strict caution and budgeting. Their slow, unpredictable moods will disturb your peace.
Going back to the road trip analogy, if Aquarius is the fun co-pilot with the snacks, Taurus is the person in the back seat screaming at you to slow down.
Exactly.
They are demanding you pull over to check the paper map even though you have a GPS, and complaining that the music is too loud. They are just ruining the happy, lucky week.
They are acting as an anchor when you are trying to fly. The astrological data states clearly it is best to avoid their heavy, exhausting, strict energy right now entirely.
Okay, but let's be realistic here.
Right.
What if the listener works closely with a Taurus?
Right.
What if their manager is a Taurus or their mother-in-law is a Taurus and they can't just completely avoid them? How can the listener keep the peace without letting Taurus drag them down into that heavy mud?
That requires very careful management. If you must interact with a Taurus this week, keep it brief and strictly factual.
Strictly factual.
Do not try to share your sudden brilliant ideas or your massive career excitement with them, because they will likely poke holes in your plans out of their own need for caution.
So do not look to them for validation. If you have a great idea, tell the Aquarius. Do not tell the Taurus.
Exactly. Send a polite, short email instead of stopping by their desk. Keep your physical and emotional distance as much as possible. If they want to loudly rest, let them. Just do not sit on the couch next to them. Protect your bright, airy energy by walking away.
Set boundaries. I love it. Do not let the bull stand in your fast lane. Okay, let's take a breath and look at everything we have covered for this week, because it is a lot of ground.
It really is.
It starts on Monday the 16th with clearing the fog, avoiding impulse shopping, and having honest conversations about your hidden desires, even if it feels uncomfortable.
Then Wednesday the 18th brings massive romantic joy, the desire to give beautiful gifts, and sudden brilliant ideas at work, thanks to the clash of Venus and Jupiter and the spark of Uranus.
Thursday the 19th is the new moon in Pisces. That is the blank notebook day. You take quiet time to meditate and plant the seeds for your wellness, your career, and your romantic future in the dark.
On Friday the 20th, the traffic jam clears. Mercury goes direct, the sun enters bold Aries, delayed checks clear, and your social energy skyrockets.
And Sunday the 22nd is the grand finale, with Mars and Jupiter bringing huge career luck and secure financial expansion. Wear pink, look out for the number 7, hug an Aquarius, and politely run away from a Taurus.
That is an excellent summary of a truly powerful week.
It really is an incredible week. The journey from Monday's tension to Sunday's reward is huge. But before we let you go, our lovely Libra listener, we want to leave you with one final thought.
Yes?
Something to mull over as you navigate all this amazing energy and look toward the future.
We have talked a lot about how the sun moving into Aries on Friday acts as an engine for you, pushing you forward. But I want you to consider a deeper astrological concept.
What's that?
Aries is your exact opposite sign. In astrology, your opposite sign represents your shadow self, the parts of you that you usually deny.
Right.
Libra is all about we and keeping the peace. Aries is all about me and fighting for what it wants.
Oh, wow. So when the sun moves into Aries, it is not just making them social. It is forcing them to look at the selfish, fiery part of themselves that they usually ignore.
Exactly. Every time you successfully harness an opposite sign's energy, you aren't just surviving a transit. You are permanently integrating a piece of your shadow self. You become a more whole person. You learn that it is okay to be a little bit selfish sometimes.
That is a profound way to look at it. You are borrowing fire to balance your air. So when Sunday passes and this wild week wraps up, ask yourself, which part of that Aries fire are you going to keep forever?
Yeah.
Do not just let it be a passing phase. Learn how to fight for yourself even when the stars aren't forcing you to.
Let yourself enjoy the good things and let yourself be strong. You have done the work, you have navigated the tension, and you deserve the balanced, beautiful rewards the stars are offering right now.
Do not sabotage your own joy. Just let it be good. Thank you so much for listening to this episode on Horoscope TV. We hope that this look at your week helps you feel prepared, excited, and balanced. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified the exact moment the next episode is available. Have a beautiful, pink, lucky week, Libra. We will see you next time.